Welcome to the Ironcast. This Ironcast is sponsored by Orville Wedding Bunker.
Do we have to talk into it? Or
yeah.
Orville Wedding Bunker.
Just fucking popcorn crunches all day.
can I drink one of those when I get thirsty?
No, those are old. I do not suggest it.
You can do what you want, but
For those of you that are listening, and I guess watching, that noise you hear is the sound of sweet popcorn
did we
being
start?
crunched between teeth. Yeah, we're fucking live. We're on air, motherfucker. This isn't live, I'm just kidding. But this will be on the podcast.
all of this.
All of this.
So the popcorn should stop, is what you're
So,
saying?
the sound you're hearing, or if you're watching, is my two beautiful podcast guests eating popcorn right into the fucking microphone.
Nothing's better than hearing people.
Oh, there's not enough money on the planet to make you and I go away close laughing. And she's joking.
It came out of her mouth.
This is how we get ants. Speaking of ants, this podcast is officially sponsored by Monster Muscle and Donuts and Deadlifts, unofficially sponsored by Caveman Coffee and Hate Brand Goods today, and unofficially sponsored by Bebo Coffee in Reno, Nevada, and unofficially sponsored by Perrier, and unofficially sponsored by Orville Redenbacher,
And regular Monster.
and unofficially sponsored by Monster Energy. We usually have the white Monster cans displayed for everybody to see, but my lovely staff drank them all.
Fuckers.
I still buy my Monsters so I don't get accused of being the one that
Right.
drinks all of them.
Well, I know who does it, and their names rhyme with lat, brew, and time.
It took me a second to figure out what lat was.
I think it's a muscle.
It's muscle. It's a muscle on your forehead. If I was taught correctly in kindergarten.
I did one comp and that's what I learned.
What where the lat was?
What comp?
That's a joke.
A bodybuilding competition?
I did one bodybuilding
Yeah.
competition, and now I can coach people on how to powerlift.
Yeah, I sell macros for
I did
$120.
4 powerlifting meets last year, and now I'm gonna coach Olympians.
You're a professional.
Anyway, I'm Chrissy McCagny, your host. To my right is Ryan.
So,
This is basically the Rye Face show. He does
Sometimes.
everything.
I sneak in here sometimes without you.
Yeah, he's really quiet. To the left of me, I have my two best friends in the whole world.
Hey.
Y'all want to introduce yourselves? Stop. Also known as Chuckie. There's people.
Chuckie.
There's people who don't know your name, and
They
they'll
just
ask.
call-
They're like, "I just love you and Chuckie." I'm like, "Who the fuck?" I'm like, "Oh yeah."
My name is Q. Don't call. Well, you can call me Chuckie, but just call me Q. Know what my
Smile.
name is?
Everybody smile.
Hey.
Doing this live.
Hey.
We just took a selfie for those of you that are listening.
And you see it on
Okay, well, I'm not.
I'm Chloe.
Chol.
Chol Johnson.
Joel Johnson.
If you go to the local Lulu, they only call me Chol there.
Chola.
But it's Chloe. No, I don't. No.
I'm gonna stop eating popcorn in the
Yeah,
microphone
I
now.
put mine away.
I'm gonna fucking. Y'all want to hear the best sound ever?
On your pants.
Ah! Fuck!
You just got
No.
those. She just bought these pants and she just got some.
I'm fucking depressed
You
now.
shook it.
You're supposed to.
It's carbonated. In the carbonation.
God damn it.
You can't have anything nice, can you?
All right. We have Chloe Johnson and Kiana Welsh.
Well, expect the juice.
Grape or apple?
Like the juice.
Why are you talking? She's gonna talk like that the whole
No, I won't. I promise I won't.
It's the after hours.
I need like lumbar support for this thing.
Nope, you just gotta have. This is how you build strong backs.
The breast.
So yesterday we posted a post on the old Instagram,
Few.
asking for questions for you two. We didn't get many. We got a couple
what's
married
wrong with you
proposals.
people?
People just thought it was funny, and they're like, "Ha ha ha!"
You guys need
are
to
so
read.
cute."
Actually
Friendship
read what we
goals.
They
put.
don't know how to read.
So
We're not actually friends. If
go
you
ahead and
read.
talk about what you guys do as athletes and who you are, etc.,
You go
etc.
first. I mean,
I'm just like a professional wanderer. I kind of just travel the countryside until I find a place that.
The country or the countryside?
I feel like countryside makes me sound more.
Down to earth.
Yes. I'm not granola at all. I'm a coach of some fitness.
yeah.
I like to work out with some fitness. Nothing too crazy anymore. Getting older. No.
2016.
She's not listening.
I'm listening. I'm the host. This isn't for me. You have goddamn listeners that care. Anything else?
Yeah.
I mean, there's more, but I'm not really good at talking about myself.
All right.
Uh-huh.
Hey. I am a grid athlete for the Boston Iron.
Ooh,
I'm a
girl.
barbell specialist, so I lift the heavy shit real fast. I also coach at CrossFit 2 and 2 in Tribeca. We have 4 locations. Come visit us in the city. They're located everywhere. If I'm not coaching or training, I'm in my bed watching House and eating fried chicken.
Let's correct that.
Or in the park.
You're
Or in the
sleeping
park.
for
So
12 hours.
I met Q because I saw her on Instagram back in the day of like 1,000 followers. She bought a donuts and deadlift shirt. Someone bought one for her or something, so she tagged donuts and deadlifts, and I found her on Instagram. I think I was living with Drew at the time in the firehouse because I wasn't in New York. I was living in New York, but I wasn't in New York. So I saw her. I stalked her online. We became internet friends, and we became real life friends.
Yeah. Our first date was at Donuts.
Yeah, we went and got a donut together on our first date, and then I knew we were always going to be best friends when Q was completely okay with eating everything in sight and then sleeping it off.
That's my shit.
And basically all we did the whole time we hung out in New York City was sleep and eat.
Yeah.
It's
I like
fucking
it.
awesome.
I like it.
Very low maintenance friend. It's great.
I don't need to do all that fancy shit.
Yeah. Well, sometimes we did 50 shit.
Yeah, that one night.
The steak.
That steak. It was like 50 pounds of meat, and we ate it all.
They brought the bill, and it was like almost $700. And I was like, I thought you guys drank the bill up to $700, and I started yelling at everybody, and everyone's like, we all had one drink. And we had accidentally ordered a tomahawk steak that was marked as market price, and it was a $300 piece of meat.
It was delicious, $300.
We ate it all, but that was easily the highest maintenance you've ever been is on accident.
Yeah,
And we all did it.
and that was like a
Well, I'm gonna start asking these questions people have for us.
the
Most of
five.
them are absolutely fucking terrible.
Oh Jesus! I have a couple of snaps. I'm scared to open them. Who is this? Oh,
Are we sharing the dick pics on?
I mean,
Is that flagged?
nobody snaps me dick pics. We've talked about this before.
I think people are scared to snap me too.
We are all tattooed. Somebody asked who the best tattoo artist we've been tattooed by is. That's a rough question because I don't want people to take anything personally, especially since I know a few of my artists listen to this. Grant Cobb tattooed my neck, and that's pretty fucking sweet. If you know who that is. I waited a long time to get tattooed by him.
I feel like anyone that I've been tattooed by is amazing, or I wouldn't have gotten tattooed by them.
Good answer, Chloe.
Look at
Is that
you.
very
Thanks.
political?
It's so nice of you. How diplomatic of
Yeah,
you.
there we go. Diplomatic.
Someone wants to know who's your friend. I don't know what that
What the
means.
fuck's that?
Which one?
It's Brady.
Oh, Brady.
Have you
Who?
or here's a good question. Have you or Chloe ever had issues with being heavily tattooed? Seems like times are changing, but any negative experience in the workplace? I own the workplace.
You get fucking stupid messages by dudes saying, "Oh, you could probably kick my ass," as
I love
a
your-
substitute for flirting.
I love your tattoos. How many tattoos do you have?
Yeah, I hate that one because I don't know.
Thick ink,
Or Chloe,
and she squats.
Do you count?
Anytime Chloe and I go anywhere, they say, okay, who has the most? And Chloe's like, I don't really think it's a contest.
It says it. Like, how do you count? Every star and dot? Every line?
I don't know. I don't know. There's
know.
no way to count because most of them are just one now.
Meshed together as one.
Someone wants to know what it's like being such boss-ass bitches all the time.
I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that out.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I kind of just fall through life moment to moment.
Yeah. I don't
You guys are fucking shit with the questions. It's just compliments.
I have one from Nura Say Mama. What is that? How many hours? Okay. How many hours do you work out a day? It's not even hours. I'd say 1 hour. An hour, maybe 15 minutes. And some of that's just trying to prop up my video camera.
I feel like it's how much
Well,
talking am I doing during that time.
Yeah. I can get a workout in an hour.
Yeah.
Because I could say I work out for 4 hours, but most
Well,
of
I've had
that's
times
talking.
answering emails and Instagramming and fucking with people in the gym.
Yeah.
There's like a
If you've
4-hour
noticed-
window of training that goes down, but I cannot guarantee that 4 hours of training actually takes place while we're training.
This is not a question.
Let's leave.
Someone wants to know, is there anything you wish you had known or bought from the beginning?
Bought better friends.
Example, weightlifting. You know what's really funny? He even goes on to say, example, good weightlifting shoes, training partners. It's an odd question.
I don't like equipment.
You don't like equipment?
I don't really wear equipment. I snatch and chucks.
Don't you use a jump rope?
Well,
we're talking about fucking
like
shoes.
people that are like
belts and
geared
stuff.
up. Like I need my wrist wraps, my belt, my knee sleeves. I need my
Wrist wraps are
headband.
good for people that have issues with their wrists.
I try not to use anything.
I'm not gonna have that in the wild, so why don't I put it on when I'm training?
I don't have a belt. I don't have wrist wraps. I don't know.
I don't like to.
Yeah, I think it all just depends on your sport as well. I mean, most competitive weightlifters don't wear a belt. Powerlifting is different. There's a lot of gear in that sport for safety purposes. But like CrossFit and stuff, I mean, most people don't. Other than the fucking rock tape all up everybody's everything.
Rock tape my
Sometimes
face.
I use that.
But training partners, I feel like I've always surrounded myself with really good training partners. The hardest time I had training was the last year when I spent training by myself because we all had different work schedules.
I'm the opposite. I have never really had training partners for anything. Definitely not powerlifting. I've done that by myself for the past 2 years or so. But since I've gotten back into CrossFit, it's nice to have Chloe here and the guys and all that. So definitely, it's like stuff like conditioning or anything really gnarly. Getting through it's hard. I know that there's a lot of people that use their training time for like them time, and they just want to put their headphones in and jam. And I understand that for lifting weights, but I think that training with a group and growing together and progressing with somebody is important for sure. I know I'm more likely to skip things if there's not someone doing it with me. Like
Keeping your ass accountable.
Doing conditioning alone sucks.
It helps to suffer through together for 30 minutes. I have one from Sarah.lifts on Instagram. Check her out. She's fun.
She's cute.
She's a good time.
I like her hair.
Yeah, there's a lot of it.
Yeah.
It moves around on its
I want
own.
to shave that out
Okay.
and make me a lace front wig with that.
We got a little silence in the lambs, but we're cool.
But do you know what a lace front wig is?
Sarah, yes, I know what they are. I watch RuPaul's Drag Race.
Okay.
Sarah's been on the podcast.
Sarah's actually been on the podcast.
She says, fuck, marry, kill. I already got this answer. Mark Bell, Matt Vincent, or Rye Face.
I'd marry
Sarah.
I'd marry Ryface because it's like basically already a thing. I'd fuck Matt Vincent and I'd kill Mark Bell.
So
I'd kill Mark Bell.
You can kill me, it's fine.
I would kill Mark Bell just because I don't know him.
Yeah, I don't know him.
And I would fuck Matt Vincent just because by default that's the only thing that's left for him. Because I would marry Rye Face because of the delicious foods he creates.
he's a nice one.
That's true.
Feed me all the
See,
time.
I'm marriage
See,
material.
And Ryface is like the lowest maintenance human on the planet.
See, we all would have the same choices. That's why we're
It
best friends.
sucks to suck, Mark.
Yeah. Sorry, Mark.
Mark doesn't suck. I just don't think I could fuck him.
Oh.
I shouldn't say that.
Can we talk about the size of what Mark Bell's wiener looks like in the picture that he posted with me and him? Fuck, dude,
I love
I
this
think
picture.
super bad. Mark, there's something. I think it's his dick. Matt Vincent and Saint Mike assure me it's something in his pocket, and it's just the angle that's great. But Mark looks like he's rocking about a 16-inch wang wang.
Whoa.
Go find that picture on his Instagram.
Where is it?
Do you want to read this one?
Where is that?
You're a better reader. This is a long one.
Oh.
Can you guys talk about how the fitness industry has changed since you first began? Maybe touch base on the stereotypes that are accompanied with those involved in the fitness community. What changes have you faced, and your take on social media aspects of the fitness community?
That's,
Oh man,
we touch on that on every podcast.
That's a lot.
So when I started, I've been in the fitness stuff for like 12 years now, and I've had a career in it for 10. So when I started, I was a Global Gym 24-hour fitness gym rat. It was really in to be skinny. The skinnier you were, the better. Women who were muscular it was like, ew, that's gross, that's manly, that's, it wasn't cool to be thick, it wasn't cool to be, it wasn't, wasn't found sexy or attractive. So I think that as CrossFit got popular, in, especially like I want to say like 2008, 2009, 2010.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's when it started to pick up, and especially 2010 when you started getting like the Annie Sakamoto, you know, like back at, I remember seeing women
Annie, she was the first I saw.
muscular and it being sexy and attractive, and them still being feminine, because I think what a lot of people thought was being muscular meant you weren't feminine anymore, and I think CrossFit changed that a lot. And you know, bodybuilders and powerlifters can knock on CrossFit all they want, but CrossFit's definitely changed the industry for good and for bad. But I think that it's definitely changed the industry a lot. More people are active, more people are doing stuff. They've changed. They've made it okay for women to feel sexy, to be a little thicker, to be a little bit bigger. So, you know, like they've kind of made it realize that being emaciated and thin isn't what's attractive anymore. Like now we look at this super emaciated thin women and think it's really unhealthy. So that's definitely what's changed for me personally. That's what I've noticed.
I haven't been in it that long.
Me either.
I'm still a beginner.
But what were you doing before CrossFit?
Smoking a lot of cigarettes and drinking a lot.
Well, Chloe, you did bodybuilding. And
Yeah, a
you played in
little
the LFL.
I played in the LFL.
I mean,
I did, yeah. I ran and I did the cardio at the gym and a lot of abs.
right, because that's what you thought you had to do, right?
Yeah, I had to do cardio and do abs.
That's all I
to be
did
an
too.
attractive woman.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you had to get on the elliptical for an hour, and
That's
then
the
you had to get on those crunch
Yeah.
machines. Remember?
Yeah, and all the crunches, upside down crunches, sideways crunches,
Yeah.
Swiss ball crunches.
So it's just crazy to think that now, you know, when somebody says like, "Oh man, I want to get fit," what should I do? Like, think of how many options they have.
I go immediately to like weightlifting. When someone says I want to get fit, I'm like, I want you to lift some weights.
Oh right, yeah, absolutely.
But it's nice too because social media, like it's easy to hate on, but in a lot of ways, there's no longer that many gatekeepers.
The thing
you
I-
used to like find out the standards of beauty through like published publications.
Yeah.
Muscle and Fitness. Oh, you have to look that way.
Right.
And CrossFit and social media's helped that. So there's a ton of people that like, yeah, I want to work out, I want to look good, but I don't want to look like a bodybuilder.
Yeah.
Right. I think my biggest pet peeve about social media is the, what do you call them? The keyboard warriors?
Oh, yeah.
The coaches. Like if
Oh,
someone's
what?
not asking for advice online and they're just posting their video, don't give them your 25 cents on all of the things that they're doing wrong.
No one needs you to be a
Like,
hero.
they're not asking you. If they wanted critiques, they would ask for a critique.
Somebody critique me on how to ride this subway.
The only people that critique are the people that have private Instagrams.
People critique me on like how I lift, and I'm like, for real though?
Did I ask you?
Because I have a coach. Like I would assume that I would have a coach. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, like the good old binge videos too.
I love that. I love to read.
I get infuriated. Or like people talking about my hip thrust with my squat. Just let me squat how I squat. I squat just fine. Probably stronger than 90% of the people that comment
I don't
hip thrust.
think anybody lifts exactly the same.
Exactly.
Everyone's body is different.
It's called levers, bitches. It's levers.
I mean, I have
For
2
starters.
plates and 9 screws.
For start, levers.
Chrissy has hardware, right? I have hardware in my hip. I mean, we all move differently because of injuries. What should I happened?
You yanked my cord.
No cord yanking on the air.
Saw that
Keep it in
show?
your
They
pants.
gotta pay extra for that. I got one on the black iron one.
Yes.
I can answer this one. On rest days, you want to keep the calorie balance the same, decrease carbs, increase fats, or do you want to cut carbs low enough to increase fats a bit but still be in a lower deficit? You can do either.
Yeah.
It
Depends on your goal.
Yeah, it depends on how aggressive you want to be with your cut. You can drop 20% fats and carbs on your rest days if you're more focused primarily on aesthetics as opposed to performance. If you're concerned about performance, increase your fats, drop your carbs a
I
little
love
bit.
some fat.
The other thing too is it depends on your hunger. So for me, on a rest day, I'm not hungry. There's other people who on rest days who are just fucking starving. Like your body's in repair mode.
All the time.
So if you're hungry on your rest day, up your fat. Don't, but because if you're trying to cut, you don't want to up your carbs and your fat. So you can lower your carbs and up your fat, or up your protein even, keep you full a little longer. If you're not hungry, cut both. It's all really dependent on the individual, and it takes trial and error to start to understand your body and learn what your body needs. Is that all the questions on there?
What weightlifting program do you guys recommend for a beginning weightlifter, age 23, healthy, basic gym guy? I don't know how to say your name, man. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Anarbo?
I don't know.
Arnarbo?
Well, I mean, if you know how to snatch and clean and jerk, or do you assume he's talking about like Olympic weightlifting or just?
Yeah, I think so.
It's if you know how, if you're capable. There's lots of beginner programs out there. Like anything from like Catalyst. We'll have very entry level, basic training program.
Catalyst,
Cal
Strength.
Yeah, Cal Strength does.
Yeah.
Cal Strength does it's like $10 a month, I think.
Yeah, it's not even that expensive.
And if you don't know how to do those lifts yet,
You need to
step
go
into a reputable CrossFit
have
gym.
someone teach you how to do them.
Step into a reputable CrossFit gym and have them walk you through it. Even the professionals always need coaching and need cues, but you'll be fine. You'll be fine. I mean, unless you're trying to be an elite level person, you can get away with that. Steve's Pizza official wants to know, am I late for the man crop top trend?
Nah, man. It's never too late for the man crop top
Is
trend.
it just a marketing scheme?
Nope.
I love crops.
Everybody rocks
Leggings.
black
He's
guys.
always wanted to rock the Nightmare on Elm Street Depp look. Fuck it, he's gonna buy one.
Fuck yeah.
Buy it.
Hell yeah, man. Steve's
Send me
Pizza
selfies.
official.
I want to see it.
What is it?
What?
Oh man.
What? You have
Mary,
to.
fuck Johnny Rocks. Mary, fuck Hill. Hillary Clinton, Bernie Sanders, Donald Trump.
I can't even.
I'd hate fuck Hillary.
I don't want to do political.
I'd hate fuck Hillary. I'd marry Bernie, and I'd kill Trump.
Well, duh.
I think
Oh,
that's
Pretty much.
I think that's gonna be
I think
everybody.
that's the only answer.
Yeah, there's no other options.
There's absolutely
for
no.
some
These
other
questions
people,
are
like-
way more serious than I thought they were
Someone
gonna
wants
be.
to know what your biggest turnoff is.
In a human being?
Or in a
No, it's a fucking animal.
in a potential mate.
That's what I mean.
What else would it be?
You can kick my ass.
Oh god, that is such a turn off. Like,
What's your biggest turnoff? Like when you guys are both single,
which is like all the time.
Suckers.
right?
No, that was for me. I didn't mean that for. I'm
We're
sorry.
both single.
Yeah, we're
That's what
single.
you're saying, yeah. Biggest turn off. Don't show your insecurities. The whole, oh, you might be able to whoop my ass. Da, da, da. That's not gonna make me want to go out with you. Like,
Don't
I'd rather
compare-
have a hello. than
Don't
a
compare our physical strengths. I don't give a shit. I don't care.
Yeah, like
Just
don't-
because they work out doesn't mean that you have to.
You don't have to
You
look
don't
like a
have to be-
beefcake, dude.
No.
You don't have to be hardcore about it.
No.
Have your own interests.
Or tattoos.
Have your own life.
I could give a rat's ass about fucking tattoos.
I actually don't really like dating. I'm not gonna say I don't like dating, but I don't actually never dated properly. Or anybody
It's
ever
better.
better. I dated a professor. That was nice.
A professor of
Yeah,
what?
he was-
I remember that.
Yeah, right? Where? Is that the same? Liar.
How many?
Oh, there's only one.
Yeah.
I didn't think about it. No, it's only one.
What empowers you as a woman?
This is a Chrissy question.
No, let's go on Twitter questions.
Oh, it is? That's nice. That's a good question. I don't know. I've never thought about this.
Me either.
How have you never thought about this?
I don't know. I just feel like I'm empowered.
I feel empowered because of my independence, my financial independence.
Yeah, girl.
All my independence with everything I do. I can do anything alone. I never, like I know when to ask for help, but there's nothing I can't do on my own. So for me, it goes far beyond being physically strong, being moderately attractive, anything anyone wants to use to describe me. What empowers me is knowing that I'm fully capable of doing everything for myself and being successful, and that everything I've created I've done myself.
You sure have. You're doing a great job, Chrissy.
Hey, thanks, man.
Yeah, man.
But that also being said, everything I've done, it wouldn't be where it's at right now without the people I have on my team and by my side.
True that.
That got real Oprah. I like that answer. It was good. I feel like the thing that empowers me the most, though, it can also be my biggest hindrance.
What? What is it?
Is my ability to make a decision and stick to it. Like when I move,
Yes.
like if I make a commitment to move and I just pick up and I move, you know, and I go with whatever comes with that. But sometimes just picking up and moving is like an easy way to get away from what's going on.
Do you find that you do that a lot?
I hope not.
This is going to become a therapy session. Is it?
Let's move on.
Talk about dick pics.
Is there anything more?
I don't get it a lot.
I love them. I love them. A lot of people don't love them.
I like dick pics.
I love them.
Depends on the dick.
I love them.
And
But how are you supposed to know?
Attached to.
That's true, but how are you supposed to know whose dick comes with it?
They all look the same.
They don't. I've seen some decrepit dicks.
I don't get as many random
like
dick
put
pics
some
as I
lotion on
used
that
to.
dick.
Oh no.
Yeah, like bad, like cracky and ashy. How do you have an ashy dick? How does that make any
Is
sense?
that from masturbating too much? And
No, it's just like
it dries out?
no, it's
Drinking
just
enough
like
water?
apparently.
I just feel like I got more dick pics 4 years ago than I do now.
Oh.
I'm just guesstimating on that year edge.
Men are slowly learning.
Yeah. I mean, they're fun. If it's someone you're engaging with, I think they're fun. But if it's unsolicited,
That's like a hello.
It's just
Your
like
hello.
a random dick pic, I'm not into it.
Yeah, I don't like that's not cute.
Balls too. I mean, show me the
Don't
balls.
send me
Show me
dicks.
everything. Everything.
Well,
What do you think about like the underside dick pic?
What does that
When
mean?
they take
Oh,
it
the balls?
Like when they take it from below.
I mean, that's how you get the face in it.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's kind of creative. I haven't had one of those before.
What?
No.
Wait, what's this full bag of popcorn doing?
I'm just hiding it from myself.
None of
so
this
I
is
can see
an
it the whole
invitation.
lady.
None of this is an
This
invitation,
isn't.
by the way.
Don't get.
Don't send it.
This is just convo.
Have you ever gotten a dick pic where he dressed his dick up in a little outfit with a little hat?
No.
Have you?
Yes.
Was it a pilgrim's
It was
outfit?
a joke though.
I feel like a pilgrim's outfit.
Hold on, I'm gonna Google dicks in costumes.
Oh, that's cute.
Okay. I'm Googling penis in costume. God.
It didn't spill.
I was gonna read the question. Garbage people.
We get.
I followed Justin Bieber's dong on.
Yeah, I told you to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we interact quite a bit on Instagram. They're fun people.
Photographer dresses up dicks in adorable little outfits for art.
They are adorable,
Is
but
it-
wasn't there a...
Elephant?
Where's Waldo? Oh, that's Harry. Is that Harry
Oh.
Potter or Waldo? I'm confused.
That's
It's
Harry
Waldo.
Potter.
No, it's Waldo.
That is kind of weird.
Holy shit. That's it? Oh man,
That's disappointing.
Oh man, what's the question? Quit looking.
There's a question. Who has a question?
It's that date question.
Okay.
Dan Morehouse on Facebook wanted to know if he could take me out on a date. He says he gets out of the military in August and is going to go on a West Coast gym tour.
Ooh.
I just can't answer. Is there food on this date? I will go for food.
Jesus.
That's probably it. If you feed me, I will probably go.
Okay.
Yeah, low standards. All you need is food.
Yeah, that's all you food. And they
Well,
can expect
I mean-
some wing long after that.
I don't know. I'm actually like, I don't know. Let's, sure. Come to the gym. Let's get a donut.
Come to the gym. Now we're inviting fucking strangers to the gym.
He already knows where I
There's a
work
stranger that
out.
roams up in
Talk
here.
about how you started D&DL and what a normal... Okay, I'm not going to talk about how I started D&DL because I talked about it 1,000 fucking times.
She mad.
But I will talk about what a normal day looks like for me. My dog jumps on my head and bites my face at 6 a.m.
Yes.
I try to go back to sleep. He doesn't let me. I get up, I make coffee. Clothes usually up around the same time.
Kiana's making sausages.
Because she's been up since 5.
I love what we're just talking about today.
Oh, look. It's flashing.
So Chloe just got Bumble.
Closed recently on Bumble.
Because she had Tinder before. But
You told her how to step her fucking game.
Yeah.
By the way, this is only within the last 48 hours of my life.
not even like the last like 2 hours you got Bumble.
Last 36 years. She had Bumble before she had an iPhone in it, before the internet existed.
But Bumble has way more attractive, eligible, sexy men on there than the Tinder.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, some are on there from Tinder, but I noticed, especially in New York City, that they're way more attractive.
It's like a step up from
There's
Tinder.
also way more people in New York City.
Touche, but she
like all the
agreed.
guys with like holding fish on Tinder.
It's crazy because everyone up here is so naturey.
Does that
So
turn
it's
you
like-
on?
Fucking Nevadans.
It's like a big fish does not turn
Fishing,
me on.
outdoors. No.
Here's my fish. Look at my big trophy.
Hey, we don't all talk like that up here.
Maybe the fish size indicates the size of their penis. Did you think
I
about
don't have a
that?
problem with people that fish, but it seems like the most boring sport to me ever.
Yeah,
I just don't have the patience for it. But I have the patience to lay on a beach with or without a book for 5 hours and do nothing. So,
much the same
to each their own.
yeah.
So then I answer emails, and then I get to the gym, and then I answer more emails, and then I donuts and deadlifts need some work done, and then I train, and then I answer more emails, and then I coach, and then I go home and I eat. My life's very, very fucking boring. It's funny because clothes involved in it day-to-day basis, but
But we're just as boring, but we're ridiculous and fun.
we're fun.
boring
Yeah, see,
together.
since we are a lot of personality, we make our boring lives very fun. We train and we work.
I think people think we do a lot more than we do.
We don't do a lot.
Social life. What?
No, we don't go. We go out once a month, maybe, and we.
I think we went out 3 times in 2 weeks once.
You know,
And that's
like
like-
wing night. Going out counts as going out to dinner.
Yeah.
Going out means leaving the house.
Yeah, you gotta dress up for that. That takes time.
I don't.
I mean,
Or
like
put
dress
clothes
I like
on
to
that
get dressed
aren't
up
gym
for that.
clothes.
yeah.
It's
That's
like a
dressing up to
disappointment
me.
when I have to do that.
Put on
because half
jean
the clothes
shorts.
don't fit.
Put on jean shorts. That's dressing up to me.
Jorts.
I like George.
Jorts.
Cool. Have you ever dated a black man
Do a
before?
would you rather.
Have I ever dated a black man?
Yeah, having sex with them and dating is different.
Then no.
Okay. Right face, have you dated a black woman? Never.
No.
Interesting. I feel like you would have. Maybe you should branch out. It's 2016. It's time.
I like Latino women too.
Ooh, well, spicy. But you actually went out with them though. But you won't go out a black girl yet.
Not yet.
Okay, we need to do this.
Slam the fist.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Oh, that was the hand tap.
If you're
Not-
listening,
it's not
Q's
that.
black.
I'm black if you don't know.
If you're listening and you can't see her, just to let you know, Q is black.
I probably blend in with the shadows.
There's not that
That's
many.
by the dumb.
That's
There's
true.
not that many black girls in Reno.
That's
and
true.
feel
I think
like
I'm the
fucked
only
up by
one.
not trying that in New York.
Well,
That would have
I
been.
think I've been the only black person
Housekeeper
I've
in New York.
seen.
the housekeeper.
She was, ooh,
She was awesome.
Interesting.
She gave me weed.
I remember.
Weird.
I remember her.
Weird. Our house
She's
cleaner.
pregnant now.
Our house cleaner
She's what?
situation. Oh yeah, are you friends with her on Facebook? Our line of house cleaners we had in New York City was very interesting. Someone wants to know. This is a very interesting question because I really don't give a fuck. Somebody wants to know how you deal with the frustration when you're not able to PR. I don't care
I don't
anymore.
get upset.
I used to care, and now I just don't care.
I haven't PR'd. Well, I just PR'd recently, but I haven't PR'd in a long time.
I'm a PR my dad
I
looked
get a little frustrated in the moment, like when I'm super close.
Yes.
But it's something that changes my day.
If you're like attempting a PR, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, PR tips stress me the fuck out.
But I PR'd my snatch. I didn't really give a shit. It could have been half a pound. I wouldn't have cared. It was still a PR.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you just have to. There's two schools of thought. There's the people who say a PR is just a list, but then you have the people who are like beltless PR.
Yeah, you can make anything a PR.
You can make anything PR if you want. Rep PR, fuck it, anything.
Popcorn for time.
Chuck's PR.
Yeah, I did this. I snatched
like
Chucks.
that.
I
Yeah.
snatched a Nano's PR.
Yeah,
Fucking no squat
beltless
shoes
nano
PR.
snatch.
Yeah, people do that a lot.
What?
What?
Like they consider it a PR if it's they don't have
Hey, if
their
you need
lifting
that-
shoes on.
Hey, if you need
Some
that,
people do.
like, if you need that for motivation, do it.
Yeah, I mean, if to you that's progress, if to you being able to squat heavy without your squat shoes on, if that's a PR, if that's progress to you, fucking mark it.
Yeah.
Next fucking question.
There's not going to be like somebody like Jim Windler that's ever going to walk into
No.
the gym and PR every couple of months. It's going to be a couple of years in between PRs.
This is a dumb question. We talked about this before.
What is it?
Podcast topic: the war on carbs.
I
eat all the fucking carbs all
I
the
eat
time.
I eat
all
what
the
I want to eat.
Guess what? I don't have diabetes. I'm not fat. I lift well. I perform well. Every athlete I know, eats carbs. And there's no war. There should be no war on energy. And,
I tried paleo. It just didn't work.
You said paleo?
There's something
Paleo.
interesting. Negativity.
Were you a vegan?
No.
Negativity that you felt since lifting heavy weights. There's people who I know that just don't get it, don't get why why I lift heavy all the time, and there's definitely people who don't understand it, but I don't get any negativity about it personally. I don't think.
I do.
Huh?
I don't think I have.
Aside from like stupid ass
You'd be too
Instagram
scared
comments.
to it, yeah.
Yeah, I think they'd be frightened too.
Yeah, it's
Wait,
gonna be
are we talking
some-
about like cattiness and stuff?
Well,
Just anything.
You're
just
just
anything.
like some
Just any
fucking
negativity.
fuckboy with like 100 followers on Instagram being like, ew, you look gross.
yeah.
Today someone left a
just
comment
so-
on the three of us of something
Like, shut
about.
the fuck up. You have 200 followers and you're following 2,000 people, and those 200 followers are only following you because they feel obligated because they
You
know
follow them.
Yeah. I don't get much negativity about lifting. I mean,
I don't.
I have a lot of clients who do.
bench arching is bad for your back.
Oh, right, totally. Scoliosis. I think that given what I do, since I own a gym and I'm constantly surrounded by people and all my friends lift, like I'm very, immersed in this culture, that I don't get any negativity, but I do have clients who, when they get new to lifting and they get excited and whether they start CrossFitting or anything, they do get slack from their friends. I know some of our gym members have gone through it. A couple of our gym members joined the gym and started doing CrossFit, and of course a lot of their friends started making fun of them for doing CrossFit. And that was something they had to deal with right at first. But I mean, like, if you're doing it for the right reasons, you shouldn't care if somebody wants to make fun of you for being active and taking control of your health. You don't need that person in your life.
Fuck that dude. Titties.
What about them?
They're great.
Someone wants to know about how I hate this so weird.
What was
Snap selfies. Oh, it went away.
Was it a question with the selfie?
It was something about maintaining. This is interesting. Maintaining good nutrition as well as like still having a life. Well, the funny thing about that is we are very flexible with our food choices.
You want to know what we ate last night?
You should not be unless you're doing a specific competition.
If you're making weight for a meet,
Fuck.
or if you're getting on a bodybuilding stage, there's absolutely
Replay.
There's absolutely no reason why you should be overly
Replay.
strict with your nutrition and deprive yourself of the things you want.
Like, we did a photo shoot, so we were really on point for about,
a day, the day before.
I'll loosely say a week.
Dude, okay. Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
We're talking about that right
Okay,
now.
who is that? That's
So-
from Rock. Oh, it's not from. That's
We were really on point for like a week, but I do a lot of the activity. I do a lot of the fitness. I want to eat my food.
Yeah, dude, and I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about having an 8-pack anymore. Do I still have abs? Kinda. I mean, they're there in the morning.
Gives a fuck.
Yeah. It doesn't
What did
matter.
we even eat last night? We had steak
Actually, you know what? It was not bad.
We had steak and
there
vegetables.
was, there was cake.
and then raw cookie dough.
There was
Cake.
There
Yeah, because
was,
I fucking ate vegetables all
yeah,
day.
she ate vegetables all day long.
Who gives
It's
a
not to
fuck?
not eat like a fucking college freshman. That's
Don't
all
eat
you have
like
to
a
do.
baby either. Eat like
Yeah.
an adult. Eat meats and vegetables,
Get
and
enough
then
protein.
fucking have some fun, man.
Get
Who
enough
cares?
protein. Eat your veggies, and then the rest.
Well,
is
I mean, I
fine.
did have like 4 donuts
Fuck.
yesterday too.
Right. That's
You are not your body,
Apparently
so
that's a horrible
stop
thing,
fucking.
Chloe.
Yeah,
stop
right?
being
Apparently that's a
preoccupied with your
horrible
body
thing.
and how it looks.
and how it looks, because
Oh
you want
my
people to
God.
take
That's
you
a
seriously.
Long question.
Here's the thing.
Dang.
I can't talk about binge eating. That's way out of my scope. That's something you need to talk to a psychiatrist about. There needs to be an AA class for food addicts. There is stuff like that. There's-
Overeaters Anonymous.
Yeah. Oh, is there really?
Mm-hmm.
Overeaters Anonymous. There you go. There's support groups for people that have food addictions and food problems. I'm local here. I wonder if she means here as in Reno. Curious on how you make eating healthier on your lifestyle across the other. I'm trying to keep my diet clean consistently. Because you don't need don't
Calm
let
down.
perfect be the enemy of the good.
Yeah, calm down. Calm down.
You
about
don't if you keep fixating on having to eat clean, and I can't have this and I can't have that, you're gonna set yourself up for failure. Completely. Just create balance. Don't think so hard about everything that goes in your mouth has to be fucking boiled chicken, egg whites, and something green. Like that's not
Get yourself mentally right to where and eat strict for a while so you know you can do it, and then kind of back off of it. You can't be like you're not a fucking Spartan.
the reason you binge is because you deprive yourself too much of it. So over the course of a week, let's say Monday to Friday when you're busy and your food's prepped and you have shit going on, you're really good Monday to Friday. And then you get to the end of the week and you're fucking starving and you're exhausted and something in your head clicks where you think you owe it to yourself
Go have that
to eat whatever you want, and you'll have a whole fucking have a slice of pizza, have a cupcake, have a donut. It could be, there's so many different ways to better approach this and go about it.
It's like borderline religious repression.
It's so strange to me. Like I've been that person. I've been bulimic. I used to be that person that would either overeat and then I would go get on the elliptical machine for fucking 3 hours wearing full sweats in the middle of summer, or eat and throw up, or, no matter what it was, but it was just, I don't know, the reason I did it is because I restricted myself and I was fucking starving after a week, and then I would overdo it. So if you just slowly add more calories in during the week, eat well, eat healthy, allow yourself little treats in moderation daily or every other day. That's going to really prevent the binging.
No, there's nothing anybody can say that's going to force you into being a little bit disciplined with yourself. And you need a little bit of discipline, but it's not, you don't need to be strict about it. You don't need to be, like a Spartan, but you can't be, like a child either.
Some girl just snapped me a nude.
Oh.
Naked!
Can you replay?
I don't know if she wants to.
Somebody asked about PEDs with women
Take them all.
in our sport. It's more common than people think.
Yeah.
The tested federations are USAW, USAPL for weightlifting, powerlifting. CrossFit is tested as well, but not everybody's tested. It's at random. It's sketchy. A lot of people say that a drug test is just an IQ test. But, people kind of been getting popped left and right. There was the stuff with Nat.
Yes.
And then all the stuff with Sheree.
Oh, God.
Here's the other thing. Just don't fucking lie about it.
Yeah.
You take them. No one gives a fuck.
No one cares.
Of people take them. Nobody fucking cares. Trust me. Nobody cares unless you're lying and you're selling something based off the way your body looks and you're lying about how you achieve those results. So if, let's say you take a fucking cycle of Anabol or Winstrol or something, and you achieve insane results, and you say you can look like this too with my diet plan and don't be that. You're being a piece of shit if you do that. That is so wrong on every level. But if you want to take shit and you're not competing against people who are natural, fucking take it. Who cares? If you're fucking lifting recognition and you want to get strong as fuck and have some fun and look crazy, take some bar winning. Nobody cares. It's whatever. Just do it safe. Do it safely. You know what I mean? Like, that's what's so funny to me is, like, the other thing too is how quick people jump to, like, make assumptions. Like, people, I'll never forget the time, I think we were talking about taking shit, and Matt looked at Q and he's like, have you ever taken shit? She's like, do you know how expensive that shit is? I'm trying to buy myself some new sneakers and fried chicken
and some fucking food. I'm not wasting my food on that shit. Stupid.
Yeah,
You had the best clapback of all time.
Who's that?
Somebody accused you of doing steroids, and you're like, that's just how my people are.
Yeah.
You bred us that way.
You bred us that way. It's not my fault. Your people decided to take the strongest slaves on the plantation, made us together. That's your fault that we're all so basic and strong and lead in all the sports.
Yeah.
It's not my fault. I'm sorry.
I never get accused of anything. I just don't look strong, I guess.
Oh, whoa.
I used to get accused, and now I'm just incredibly unimpressive with basically everything.
You're not unimpressive. Don't say that.
I mean, from a physical strength standpoint.
Okay.
And I definitely don't look like I've ever done it to take shit.
No.
Just like a normal person.
Well, normal.
Normal.
Quote.
Whatever the
Just
fuck.
do an air
Regular.
quotes if you
Air
can't
quotes.
Do
see.
an air quotes if
Regular.
you're listening. There's a lot of dumb shit questions on here.
There's not as many fun questions as I thought there would be. Like, everyone's very serious.
Let's see.
We're not very serious people. I just noticed that you both have like 1 million numbers for your passwords, and I only have 4.
I have 6.
I have 6.
And they're all
God,
6s.
I can't even remember 4 numbers half the time.
My iPhone password is 66666.
Sexy sixes.
Brian Michelson wants to know, is it true if you don't use it, you lose it?
Who's he asking?
All of us. I almost went a year without using it. My vagina. She didn't pick up what I'm putting down. And I didn't lose shit. Came back strong.
My vagina game is strong.
My vagina game is strong.
I don't know how to answer this question.
Real insensitive, Brian.
I just don't know how to answer this.
How old were you when you lost your virginity?
I was old.
I was
14.
for real?
Yeah.
I was 16.
I was
You
the
were
oldest.
6
I'm
years old.
glad.
Get the fuck out of here. How old were you?
1-6.
I was almost 18.
And you're 36 now, so
Yeah.
you have been sexually active for 18 years.
Oh
Took you a
wow.
while, dear.
I'm 28. I've been sexually active for 14 years.
Yeah, I was 16.
When you're 29, 30.
No, I'm 30.
So you've been sexually active for 14 years.
What? Why are you looking at me?
Just doing some math in my head.
All the math.
About what?
Sexual partners.
Oh, that's a lot.
Oh god.
But we're getting this
I do repeats though.
about
I like
what
repeats.
consider-
They don't count. Repeats.
They don't count.
And plus, they know what they're doing at the time, and they know what you like and what you don't
I
like.
do
so
agree.
there's no like, you're not gonna be disappointed.
I agree.
As much.
As much when it happens. I like repeats. It's easier that way.
How many how far do your repeats go back? Like how long?
You got a playlist.
So,
Do you have like a play? Yeah. Do you have like a repeated like a playlist over the past couple of years?
so when I first moved to New York, I had this one dude. We would go dancing and do like other fun stuff, but he was like my go-to person for sex and vice versa. But we would go on like on dates with other people, but if we wanted to have sex, we'd have sex with each other. It was just cleaner that way.
So you were sexually exclusive, but not.
No, we didn't date. No. No.
Interesting.
Yeah. And then I dated another guy, not dated. No, when I say date, for like 7 years, he was like my sex buddy. And
It was you had a fuck buddy for 7 years.
yeah, whenever I dated somebody, we would stop talking, and whenever we were single, we were both single, we would just, you bring me Chick-fil-A, because I love Chick-fil-A. And we would Chick-fil-A.
Shit, you traded
And
sex
each-
for Chick-fil-A.
The Chick-fil-A, no, we would do everything together. We had fun. Like, we were close friends, but that was just like an added bonus. But there was like...
The sex with the Chick-fil-A.
Have you ever had Chick-fil-A?
No!
Me either.
I haven't.
It's
Go
so
sack
good.
right
It's so good. They have the hidden spot in NYU, the dining hall, but now they have like multiple in the city.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
they
fucking
just
good.
they made it out that way.
And you have to have...
Now, aren't they a bunch
I don't
of
have-
fucking racist? And
They
bigots?
are, and I always apologize when I go in there to myself. I'm sorry to the gays because they don't like the gays, but the chicken's just so fucking good. Like the nuggets and the tenders taste totally different. You have to try them all.
So
and
now
the
if
sandwich.
Chloe somewhere that was racist, would it be okay if she apologized when she went?
I would, if it was good fucking food, she can just call me like, Q, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go
Oh, so we're
to
done with the sex
Bojangles or whatever.
Oh, so let's talk about
What are
wangs
we
and
talking
bangs
about?
and
But we're
That's
just,
what I'm always talking about.
okay, what's your question about
slap the
bangs?
dingers.
Well, I don't have the repeat button like that.
No.
Like
Yeah,
you
so you can
do.
only do
Girl, once I'm done,
Like,
I'm
when-
done.
when
If I
I'm
stop talking to
done-
someone, it's for good
When I'm
reason.
done, yeah, I'm done. But I have no problem if this is what I'm going through. I have no problem sleeping with multiple people at the same time as long as I'm not committed.
What?
Like I loosely dated 3 guys in the same 3-month period, and so it like sometimes would overlap, but
So if, let's say like, oh, if you texted one person, they weren't unavailable, you would go text another dude. It'd be like,
well,
let's
not
go
quite
do
like that. I was like actively dating all 3.
Oh, fuck, I just fucking
That would get
muscle in that.
confusing.
Yeah, but there was no commitment. It was like, oh, we were going to date this night, or hey, you want to go out tonight?
They
Oh,
know
okay.
Did they know that?
They knew that I wasn't committed to them. I didn't say, hey, there's 2 other guys.
Oh, fuck.
That's the implication.
What?
If you say I'm not committed to you,
That means
that's their fault.
I mean, that's not ideal for me because ideally I don't want that. Ideally, I want to just be old-fashioned and have my white picket fence.
But bitches don't want that anymore. What's the problem? What happened?
Anymore.
What happened?
This happened.
What happened?
This-
Fucking social media and people having too many goddamn options. New York City is the worst to date ever. Unless you live in New York City.
Is your neck okay?
I was single
I'm just
there,
totally
huh?
kidding.
Is your neck okay?
Just
No, I
don't.
just did something really weird to it. It said that I always hurt.
New York City's the worst.
Yeah, I was single the first year.
Stepping on me cord, I can't move. You have
But I
to
also wasn't. I used Tinder, but I don't think I've ever met anybody off it, and I didn't sleep with anyone.
You taught me what Tinder was.
Of course I did.
But I didn't start it then because it was all very confusing, and I think I was in 1 or 4 relationships. I don't know.
You said 1 in 4?
1 or 4. I don't remember what was going on at that time.
Nothing in between.
Oh, I remember what was going on at that time. New York. What's his name? The weirdo.
My weirdo or yours?
Right. Well, we both had weirdos at that time.
Weirdos.
Yeah.
I've been through my share of fucking weirdos.
We're gonna have our people.
Oh.
Question.
Yes.
No, I'm asking if that was a question. We said anything, y'all.
Yeah, there hasn't been a lot of anything.
Like, why are they scared? Why are you scared?
We're the least frightening people.
Oh! Where have you been? Where have you been?
Was that your guy?
The
Yes.
Swedish chef.
Did he just message you?
Yes, he did.
See? He held out.
You should answer though. Say it's a great time.
Oh, it's great.
Don't just question his question.
Thanks, Chloe. I'm sorry, I just got really
God, I'm
excited.
so glad I don't have to deal with this.
It's awful. It's like it's the worst.
I just have a boyfriend that I never talk to.
I
He
love
doesn't
it.
text me, and I don't text him, and it's fucking
But you guys
great.
live together.
Yeah, but I don't, even when I'm gone, or like he's gone, I don't, it's so nice how I just don't need to fucking worry about it.
And I'm just recently single, I guess. So that's been the last couple
You
days.
guess.
Ugh, but it's been the last couple days of my life. 3 days. Single 3 days.
Here's to 30,000 more. Oh, are we selfieing?
There you go.
I think I was making a terrible face.
That's okay.
Any other questions?
We'll wind it down.
Do y'all have anything you want to add?
I love you guys so much. I'm really glad you're
Thank
part
you
of
for
my life.
having us on the show. I'm surprised it didn't get more graphic.
Me too.
And aggressive.
Maybe we should do this again in an hour.
I think I will film number 2 in an hour.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's do that. Because some people are just, maybe they're tied up at work and they just can't get to their devices.
We could go work out and then come back to this.
Yeah, big time.
Hey, Rye, are you free for that?
Yeah.
You can work that in?
Here's volume 1. Don't listen to volume 2 if you're a fucking prude.
Yeah, we're gonna get a little
We're
racy.
getting dirty.
How about for volume 2 we write topics for each other?
Okay. It'll be a storytelling.
Stay tuned.
Yes.
It'll probably be a week later when you're watching this.
Don't
Or
fucking
just-
listen if you're even remotely offended by anything that got said today.
Because it'll be
But
worse.
if you're like paying attention to any of us, that you shouldn't be surprised.
Goodbye, Caleb. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Ugh.
I don't want to work